Hey guys, welcome. Loki mode on, no problem rocking. Hey Jamie, welcome. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, let's do it. If I'm lucky, I might be able to finish this. We'll find out. Obviously from the last stream you found out who the Raven is. I think from now on we see how they did it from the other perspective, I think so.
The crate must have had bananas or something in it. It's empty now.
So let's do it. So let's have a look around.
There probably isn't a single newspaper between Moscow and Madrid that's not reporting on the burglary. I'm famous. Unfortunately, not for the sort of elegantly executed theft I'd like to be known for. A ticket for a trip on the MS Lydia from Venice to Cairo, some banknotes, and a passport. Blank. No personal info, no picture. Inch has brilliant contacts in the underworld. He knows the best counterfeiters, technicians, pickpockets, and con men. He remains anonymous, though. Most of them don't even know they're working for him. Mr. X, his contact in Cairo, probably doesn't have a clue who he is.
Okay.
Inch loves the spotlight and has a flair for the dramatic. Why else would he call himself the Raven? I don't like having to risk my own neck as part of his drama. What's the point of leaving messages for his opponent? I'd like to know what message, but now... I'd like to know, but now's
Okay.
not the...
You have to keep basically checking everything until you
My
exhaust
travel
it.
documents.
I think that's it. So yeah, just check everything else out.
Burglary in British Museum, 1 casualty, £5,000 damage, culprit unknown. Return of the Raven? I'd have escaped anyway, but Inch just couldn't resist playing with dynamite. I hope the security guard recovers soon.
Okay.
This is the saloon car, fully furnished with a bar and all the niceties. The ladies and gentlemen would have a fit if I just waltzed in there wearing these clothes. Sometimes you can find useful things in a waste bin, but this one seems to have been emptied recently.
Is that the first sign of madness? He's in this train station talking to himself out loud in public. Oh dear.
The conductor from the train. He's keeping a watchful eye on his passengers and their luggage. The train's been held up, and he seems to want to prevent further delays. He'd see me if... One of the passengers... It would be best if I could get my hands on his clothes somehow. The conductor's uniform would be the ideal disguise.
Yeah, I think in a bit, when he gets on the train, he's got a member of staff's clothing on.
He'd see me. A leather bag like the ones used by country doctors for carrying their equipment. If I swiped the bag, it'd cause confusion while people look for it, and I might be able to sneak onto the train. The only problem is, I can't take the bag with me.
I'll have a look at that in a
Some
second.
of the passengers got off the train to stretch their legs, but this man started his journey right here in Zurich. He waited a good 10 minutes for the train and began to get impatient. They won't let me ride along in the freight car, not even if I ask nicely.
I think that's it.
Clothes maketh the man. Put a uniform on a short, old, rather chubby little man, and they'll show him all due respect, even if he's only a constable. The uniform alone gives him power, and that counts for a lot in this part of the world.
I think that might be it.
Judging by the bag, he's a doctor. He radiates self-confidence. almost arrogance. I'd better not interrupt their conversation. As long as they're talking to each other, they're distracted and paying less attention to their surroundings. It's built out of thin wooden... Huh. I could probably pry the bottom boards off without too much effort. They're thin, and the nails are short.
Here we go.
Perfect. Yep. It looks like a normal crate.
The idea is to basically steal his bag.
It's now or never.
Here we go. All this is just confusion to get onto the train. That's it.
Hey you! Scrap!
Yes sir. Let the games begin.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Can't you see that I am talking to the constable?
The train is leaving in a few minutes, sir. I have to ask you to board it now.
We should get on. Perhaps we'll be able to continue our conversation during the trip.
I won't stand in the way. Where's my bag?
You left it right there.
I know that. I want to know where it is now.
I don't know. I'll look for it right away. If you gentlemen would get on the train in the meantime...
I will hold you and your employers liable for this.
I'm sure he'll find the bag. Come on, Dr. Gebhardt. I will help you with your luggage.
Fine.
It's got nothing to do with him.
The conductor doesn't really seem to know where to search for the lost bag. Finding a particular piece of luggage at a railway station is like finding a needle in a haystack. You seem to be searching for something. Can I help?
Go away. There's no money to be earned here.
That's not what I mean. I just thought, if you're looking for a brown bag...
Why? Did you steal one?
If that were true, I wouldn't be offering to help you. I saw a little blonde boy take the bag. He ran off with it, over there.
Really? Thanks.
All that just to get on.
Isn't that the bag?
Where?
Nothing personal.
Wouldn't somebody notice that? Holy crap. He like broad daylight in public. Here we go.
No! Oh, man!
Let me have a look.
Damn, I can't let the professor see me. I shadowed him for days in London. He might recognize me.
That's pretty cool, because at the beginning of the game, we're outside this door with the professor, and you had no idea why it was locked. So yeah, that's pretty cool, that is.
God, I barely look like myself. The sink. No, that won't help me now.
Nothing there.
Professor Lucien seems to travel light. The Baroness's luggage takes up half a freight car. Professor Lucien hasn't slept a single night in the cabin yet. The towel is unused.
I'll take that.
If I twisted it, then I'd have a sort of rope. don't think that the suitcase or the bag contain anything that could help me out. I'd better leave as little evidence as possible.
So I've now got to get out of the window because there's people out right outside. So I've got to get out through the window. I think I then got to get onto the roof, I think.
Professor Lucien is at the door, and he won't give up until he opens it. That means I need another way out of here. It was the only window that was open in the station, so it was a good way to get onto the train. And now, it might be my only way out. The window to the right should be the Baroness's cabin, and the one on the left is the saloon car. The roof could be my escape route.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do? That's the room there, but that's the Baroness's room, and the saloon car should be here, I think. Unless the game's glitched. I can't do anything. What if the game's glitched? See the cursor with the fast forward keys? It shouldn't do that. I can't escape either. That's weird. I'm going to try and reboot the game. Close the game and go back into it. So yeah, let's try this. Unless the game might have crashed or something, might have been kind of weird. Let's find out. Okay.
Professor Lucien. I don't think that the suitcase or the bag contain anything that could help me out.
Let's try again.
I'd better leave as little evidence as possible. The sink. The sink. No, that won't help me now. Professor Lucien. If I twisted it, then I'd have a sort of rope. It was the only window that was open in the station.
Hey, Ratsy,
so
welcome.
it was a good way to get onto the train, and now it might be my only way out.
So it looks like I have to do it. Holla, welcome. Zell.
My God, I'm not as good as the Raven. He's had decades, whatever. It'll... give up easily.
Let's try again.
The
I think
window to
this
the
is
right
supposed to
should
happen.
be the Baroness's cabin, and the one on the left is the saloon car. The roof could be my escape route.
Yeah. So, why is he invisible? Just give me a second, guys, because I'm not sure if this is supposed to happen. Just give me a second. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Hey, I'm back. Hello, my British boys. Only SP's missing. Yeah, he's not far. Okay, guys, what you see on the screen, my game's glitched. Right here, in this window, the character is meant to be climbing out of the window. Yeah. Right here, he's meant to be climbing out. You notice the cursor's got the 2 arrows? It's not supposed to do that. I think we've got a problem, guys. As you say, it's not supposed to do that. And I can't quit the game. Okay. So I'm going to go back further into the game if I can and continue from further back. Yeah, because it's not supposed to do that. That's the shot. I've just quickly checked somebody's video and they climb out of the that one. Yeah, they climb out of the window.
Sometimes you can find useful...
Quickly go through all of this.
A ticket for a trip on the MS, some banknotes, and...
See, he's gone clear.
A pass... Inch has brilliant...
Skip through this.
Inch loves the spotlight and has a flair for the... I don't like... What's the point of... I'd like to know what, but...
Okay.
The conductor from the train. He'd see me. This is the saloon car. The ladies... I can't board... Clothes maketh the man. Put a even... I'd better...
Okay, just quickly skip through this.
Some of them, but this, judging by the bag. A leather bag for carrying their... The only problem... They won't...
Okay. Let's do this.
The crate must have had
If it
bananas
does it
or
again,
something in it. It's empty
I
now.
might have to abandon this. I might have to reinstall it or something. Or play the original game, because this, when you buy this, you get the original and you get this remastered version, so you get both.
Huh.
So we'll have to find out.
Perfect. It looks like a normal crate.
Hey Strongbow, there's more adverts than my toilet paper and howdy. Welcome. I've encountered a glitch.
It's
SB.
now or never.
Hey, you!
Let the games begin.
The trade. I have to.
We should perhaps... I will...
Blah, 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 blah.
Where's my bag?
You left it right there.
I know that. I
It's
want to know where it
possibly
is
it's
now.
broken, yeah.
If you
I will hold.
I'm sure... Come on.
Fine.
Skip all this. There's a section of the train I have to climb out the window,
There
and
probably
it doesn't
isn't a
work.
single... I'm fake. Burglar... I'd have it. The conduct finding a...
Skip all this.
You seem to be... Can I help?
go away. There's no money to be earned here.
That's not what I mean.
All my
I just thought,
all my British
if
boys
you're
are
looking
here.
for a brown bag,
Why?
Lads.
Did you steal one?
if that were... I saw he ran off.
Really?
Okay, that's the cutscene.
Isn't that the bag?
Where?
What do they sound like they're in a cave?
Nothing personal.
That was subtle. Oh, tell you how, chaps.
No! Oh, man!
Let's try again. Because that, see here, this cutscene, that's what I'm supposed to do. But, I hope it works.
Let me have a look.
Damn, I can't let the professor see me. I shadowed him for days in London.
Okay,
Professor
try
Lucian
again.
seems to travel light. I don't think that it was the only win, and now. The roof could be my escape route.
oh, there we go. That's what should have happened. I think it's glitched. He's got the towel there, which I didn't even collect. This might actually work.
The sink. Professor Lu... My God, I'm not a piece head. Whatever.
Let's try again.
Then I'd have a sort of rope.
There we go. Yeah, it looks like it's worked. The only difference I made is I didn't go into the cupboard, but it's worked. That's what should have happened, and previously that animation was here.
If I stand up, my head is level with the roof, but the roof is too slanted and smooth to climb. Those are air ducts or something. Those are... quite like traveling on a train.
I'm glad it's working properly. No internet. Is this stream still working, guys? I've lost internet on my laptop. Still alive. Okay, that's weird. I can't see the chat at all. My laptop for some reason has lost all Wi-Fi. Yeah, for some reason I've got no Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's so weird. Laptop being a batard. Yeah, it's working. It's just it won't connect to my router. But never mind. I can still see the chat through Streamlabs OBS. That's so weird. Actually, give me a sec. I'll get my phone out. Back in a sec. Well, I'm back, guys, and the Wi-Fi doesn't work from my phone. What how many problems can I have with the game glitch and the Wi-Fi? That's so weird how that Wi-Fi doesn't work and the wide still does. This sucks. Okay. Okay, I'll have to keep alt tabbing back to Streamlabs OBS to see the chat. Yep. Sorry guys, I don't know why it's internet can't be locked. Yeah, I think it must be the router must be playing up because you know I'm still live. It's still still fine. So it must be the router that's problematic. But I'll continue. Yeah, my laptop still has nothing. So yeah, sorry guys, I have to keep going backwards and forwards. Back. I want to punch somebody in the gob and is downstairs too. Some of the bully comes out with. Oh, sorry, SB. Sorry about that. Can I go?
I should be able to move about freely in the other guests don't know me, and conductors change several times during the journey. A new face shouldn't seem suspicious to anyone.
Young man,
I've missed a section.
Yes, sir?
tell me, when did they switch to self-service on the Orient Express? Should they not have informed the passengers about that in advance?
Forgive me, sir. I was...
And what about my bag? Did your colleague find it?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know.
I expected as much. There will be consequences. And now, bring me my coffee.
Of course, sir.
Of course, sir.
Asshole. Huh. A dish with...
Taking candy.
And what about my coffee?
I'm fetching...
It should be ready by now.
Looks like a toolbox. Ugh. It's secured with a heavy padlock. I'm not bad at given these conditions. I'm not bad given these conditions.
Okay.
Okay. Showtime. Beer, wine, champagne, gin, brandy, and whiskey. The richest snobs take the same medicine as the poorest Slavs. Some people did, but not. Locked. Locked. Even pigs get to drink from the finest port. If I mess with the doctor, I might... So I'll have to grin and bear it and serve our esteemed passenger his coffee. If I mess... So I'll have to...
Okay, get the coffee on.
There's still some coffee left.
Yeah. Get good at making some coffee.
A cup of coffee for the gentleman.
Do you know what the problem with people like you is?
You mean our lack of a sense of duty, or our skin color, or a lack of respect for our elders? We have so many flaws.
What a sarcastic answer. So sarcastic. I want to kick his head in. Oh, sorry, SB. Sorry, dude. Where's next? I should have keys.
Let's see. It fits! Huh. A lot of odds and ends. A hairnet, batteries, a half-pack of cigarettes, an unused toothbrush. The bartender probably has to serve as a jack-of-all-trades, like a concierge in a hotel. So, is there anything useful? Here we go. A small shaving mirror. A small portable radio. I won't be able to use the radio. A thin, short metal rod that can be extended. Something like that might come in handy.
Okay, so I've got the mirror and the antenna.
Okay, if that's how it has to be, that should do it. That did the trick.
Okay, so that's that.
Okay, The candy is so sticky that it should hold the mirror without any trouble. Haha, as I expected, it sticks.
Okay. Okay, so what do I do now? So where's the other guy? You mean the policeman, Strongbow? Okay, so what we're actually doing now is, because we know who the Raven is, we are playing basically the other characters who actually stole the jewels. This is basically the same game but from another point of view now. We know who the Raven is, and this guy we're playing as is basically his assistant. All this is happening while we play as the policeman, which was at the beginning of the game, if you can catch my drift. Hey Trish, guten Abend, oi oi. Trish, I've got like really big technical problems, but for some reason the game glitched on me. Guten Abend. The game glitched on me. So to go further back, play it again, and it worked. And for some reason I've got no Wi-Fi at all in the house. Only my wired connection works. Yeah, I've only got wired internet, so the only way I can see the chat is through Streamlabs OBS. My phone won't connect to Wi-Fi. Yeah. So yeah, technical problems. But I'm gonna see what I can do. You know, I'll do as much as I can. I have to go left. Oh, here we go.
The ventilation shaft supplies the freight car with fresh air. It also seems big enough to climb through. I'd say I found my way in.
So basically, in this section of the car is the jewel that him, or is basically the Raven, is going to steal. It's in here. It's just you actually see from another point of view. Okay. I've dropped it right down, Trish. Sorry about that. Okay, I've changed it. Is that better? Oh, thanks. Yeah, sorry about that. I say I couldn't see because I've got no chat. I can hear you now. Okay, Trish. Yeah, my router needs to get good. Okay, that's okay. Okay, thanks, Trish. So.
Two hinges on the back. It's possible to open it, but the two screws on the front hold it closed.
Okay, so that's that.
There's the guard. The safe is directly beneath the ventilation shaft. I could shimmy down the shaft and hit him on the head from behind.
Uh-oh. Are you okay, Robert?
Calling your report, sir.
At ease.
Any suspicious passengers come aboard in Zurich, sir?
Not really. It could be anyone and no one. But we've received support from the Swiss police. A certain Constable Zelma.
Oh?
Very motivated. Might get on our nerves.
That limits my options. I can't overpower 2 people. I don't think I'll be able to slip into the carriage unseen after all. Oh, there has to be a way. I have to keep Itch happy.
Okay.
How do I get you onto the safe? Or on top of it? The safe is directly beneath the ventilation shaft. And Inch said something about a blackout and a tunnel. I could use the moments of confusion and darkness to toss the letter onto the safe. Might work, as long as I manage to open the ventilation shaft and choose the right moment.
Okay. I think so, Trish. For some reason, I lost my Wi-Fi on my laptop, so I thought, okay, I'd use my phone to, you know, read the chat, and there's no Wi-Fi on the phone, but for some reason the wired connection still works. So, but the only way I can see the chat is through Streamlabs OBS. So that's it. So I have to, because I've only got one monitor, I have to keep alt-tabbing to see the chat. So yeah. So yeah, so sorry guys, I have to keep alt-tabbing to see it. So let's go this way.
Hey, my pistol!
You'll get it back in Venice.
I'm gonna climb on the roof.
Like that. I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. One just flew past my window.
Be off with you.
Oh, man.
There's the character that we was playing as.
Ah, I can use these.
Phew, that was close.
It's good to see the game from a different perspective. Just get good in general. Thanks, SB. I've got the same problem in my office. I use a cable to power the Wi-Fi. Yeah, but the thing is, the Wi-Fi isn't really bad. It's completely gone. You can't use it. But the thing is, I've used it before. It's just for some reason it's just dropped out. So, but at least it hasn't gone out completely. Yeah, maybe Wi-Fi extenders might be good for you, Trish.
He left the lock open. How convenient. Let's see. A wrench. You don't say. This is too easy.
Okay, so that's that. So this way. Basically, I've got to get into the compartment without being seen, and there's a blackout soon, I think, in a tunnel. So
I could unscrew the screws, but I should only open the cover inside the tunnel.
here we go, good scene.
What was that?
Sir! Must have fallen out.
Put that on the floor.
Yes, sir.
That was close. If the second screw makes that much noise, it's over for me.
Oof, okay. Drop me a message after your stream. If there's no bars at all, then then we have a problem. Definitely. It's only done it today, so it was working. The thing is, I started this stream and it was working perfectly fine. I looked across, there was no Wi-Fi. Yeah. Yeah, I'll reboot the router later on. If it's still a problem, then I'll let you know, Trish. So what's next? I think we have to go back on the train. But yeah, it's good. I didn't know you could actually do this. It's basically see the game from the criminal's point of view, which is pretty cool.
The ventilation shaft is a more realistic. Anyway, time.
Let's go this way. Okay, Trish, in a bit. Is this on my PC or laptop? My problem is all Wi-Fi for everything. Yeah, laptop and phone. Okay.
The younger woman seems to be some kind of carer or companion for the older lady. I wouldn't like to be with her all day long. She radiates a certain restlessness and unease. I know people like that always have to be doing something. They feel useless if they don't have anything to do. I feel sorry for them. The old lady didn't get on in Zurich, and she doesn't look like someone from Nancy or Basel. I'm guessing she boarded in Paris. She seems familiar somehow. I've seen her someplace before. Maybe she used to be an actress, and I recognize her from photos. She has the confidence of someone who doesn't have to prove herself anymore. She's rich, that's for sure, but it's not just that. I better not talk to her. Something tells me I'd only make life The elderly woman's care. Can I bring you ladies anything? Is everything satisfactory?
Everything is wonderful, young man.
So he's going to pinch the wall.
Good. Got it.
Okay, so that's that. I think that's it. Okay, I guess we go to the next carriage. I've got quite a bit of equipment.
They should have been able to open the door with pliers. I think the coast is clear. I assume Inch is also in the compartment. He'll probably find some excuse to sneak out to trigger the blackout and engage the emergency brakes. No idea how he expects to pull that off. He usually leaves me in the dark about such things. Even after months of partnership, he still doesn't trust me completely. Just a few more days, and I'll finally be rid of that creep. And until then, he has to burn in his own personal hell with the Baroness. A nice thought. Obviously, they managed to open the door. I wonder who or what the archaeologist thinks locked it. Did he connect it to the burglary in London? Probably not. Professor Lucien is on his way to Cairo, just like the Baroness. They both know each other. She chairs the Friends of the British Museum Club. I hope he's too shaken up to leave his cabin until we reach Venice.
Okay. I need to go down.
Huh. Stradivarius or something like that? If it is, maybe I should take it with me during the blackout. With any luck, I'm gonna be a happy family man soon, and I'll need a few francs, lira, or marks. Self-control. Side jobs always lead to complications. There are enough unknowns in our plan as it is. No need to add more. The violinist was already on the train in Zurich. And she loves to make me jealous. He seems to be worried if he's absorbed.
I always thought it was him, and maybe the doctor that was kind of shifty. Oh, hey, welcome back, Trish. So you're the bad guy? Yes. Just, yeah, it's basically playing, but the guy I am, he's not the Raven. It's the actual, the butler. The butler's the Raven. Bow wow. Bow wow, no. You guys, yeah, welcome back. Sorry if I'm a little bit late with the chat. I just can't, I have to keep alt-tabbing. Anything here?
Info for travelers, some pictures, and the schedule, all neatly hung up with magnets. Won't work. There's a lock at the bottom of the window.
Okay, I'll do that in a second. There's meant to be a book. Meant to be a book somewhere.
Swiss Alps. We should reach the Italian border in half an hour.
Nice. Yeah, according to this walkthrough I'm using, there should be a book to read. Oh, I don't see one. Oh, carry on. Trishka, is the one name for Dying Light still in a couple of hours? I look at the chat on my phone every time I stream, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I can't see nothing. I have to keep alt-tabbing. Here's my boys and girls anyway, having a good day. Yeah, I'm fine apart from the technical difficulties. I'm good. How about you, Trish? Everyone? How's everybody doing? Keys.
Shows the different routes the Orient Express took in the course of its long history. It's larger than the other notices, and thus hung up with larger magnets. I'll take one with me. Some of the photo... Climbing over the coal car. I can't imagine Inch climbing over. I bet he paid someone to do his dirty work. Inch.
Okay, so what the hell do I have to do? Here we go.
I'll tie the magnet to the string. Done.
That's quite clever. So when we take the next bolt out, we basically use that so the bolt doesn't drop. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so for some reason, according to my walkthrough, on this very screen is meant to be a book to read, which is meant to be like on the table. It should be here. I guess the remastered version took it out. Yeah, being good all day. All good, thanks. Nice. I'll tell you the goings on later. Oh, good. Ratsy saying oi oi. And then like Ratsy saying guile and stuff. But it's funny when we use different countries' slang. It's pretty OP. So now we've got to get back on the roof. I think. So this way. Yep. Look at this for like pro level. Look at that. That's like Mission Impossible, that is.
All right. We should...
What? The light's gone out.
Flashlights! Ah! Get off me!
There, sir. An envelope.
My dear Nico, you should take a closer look at the box. R.
What the dickens? It's a...
Away with it! Take cover!
Wow. OP. That's the Raven on the left, the butler.
What's the meaning of this? What do you want here?
I'm gonna get Ratsy to say oi oi to me next time we play a game together. Nice. I bet it'd be funny. Definitely. We'll get it to say it this weekend. Indeed. I bet I will screw it. You've just blown up a train. Yeah. It was rigged so whoever opens the safe would have triggered the the blast. So I was going to see if if my 4G works. Looks like I've got what? Just give me a second, guys. Okay, I've got my guide back up on my phone because my laptop's useless. So, oi oi. Is there any other words we can get rats to say? Is oi oi is guile? Like guten Tag, guten Abend, something like that. I think she's already said that. I think. Yeah.
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I didn't ask how you were. I asked why you spoke to me in public.
What was the point of the bomb?
Isn't that obvious? I wanted to dispose of Legrand as spectacularly as possible.
You almost disposed of me as well.
Did I not tell you to deliver the letter and leave immediately?
People could have died.
But of course, that was the point of the bomb.
I don't want to hurt anyone. You know that.
And you know that I don't care what you want. Obey my orders and nothing will happen to you, and you'll soon be a rich man.
I won't blindly obey orders anymore. I want to know what the plan is.
You know as much as you need to know. We will steal the second eye in Cairo, before the eyes of the world. The theft of the first eye got everyone's attention. Legrand's death would have increased the excitement immeasurably, but this will do just as well. We'll have a showdown instead. The Raven versus the Inspector. That should also electrify the press.
Why are you doing this? I thought it was about the jewels. Why are we making life difficult for ourselves and attracting so much attention?
It's about more than that. It's about performing on the greatest stage of all. About the end of a legend. You'll see when it's time for you to see. Until then, just do as I say.
And what if I just leave? You knew who you were dealing with the whole time.
I don't have time for your hypocrisy. You always knew who you were dealing with. If, for your peace of mind, you have to pretend to be innocent in this situation, so be it. But we both know that you begged me to let you in on the heist, and in this business, one must get one's hands dirty.
But
James? James!
James!
Where on earth are you?
During the trip,
James.
we'll keep a low profile and steer clear of Legrand.
I lost the ticket and the fake passport.
I swear, if my arm was still good enough to climb, I'd have disposed of you long ago. Ah, well. I'd prefer that no one see you while you're on board. Smuggle yourself on board and stay under cover until Cairo.
Okay.
And no more games. Nothing that Legrand, the police, or anyone else could do to you compares to what I will do to you if you don't follow my plan.
So,
There you are.
So I
Is
guess
the
his
inspector
character be
to carry
playing,
my luggage onto the ship all by himself?
Adil, I think his name is. I bet you he's the one who knocked
thinks
the
he
inspector
knows
over the head with the
He
pipe.
thinks I'm stupid and weak. I have him right where I want him. Here's a young thief who'll show an old-timer how it's done.
Old timer.
Even if it means a bit of solitary confinement. I'm lying on a pile of clothes. Different fabrics. Some rougher, some softer. This one feels like a fine net. No, I don't think this'll be much use. I hope the dock workers have left the cargo hold. I better just take a peek. Or at least I'd take a peek if it were possible to open it.
So now I've got to get out.
This trunk is built like a coffin. There are Okay, where's the screwdriver?
Here we go.
Knife. There's the screwdriver. So, if I just turn this... aha!
Nice, GG.
Oh, you're kidding me!
Okay.
Seems to be a strap for holding something on the shelf above the trunk. Unfortunately, I can't reach the clasp.
Nice. At least this character's quite, let me have a look. Land and love. Garlamaka. Oh yeah, I scribed in another pipe. Another pipe. Yeah, that's one of SB's favourites. Geilermacher and Geilischnecker. Oh, good. Okay.
All right then. I'll just drive the blade through the end of the strap.
Okay. So I guess I'll have to somehow anchor myself to something.
The stuff over there doesn't look like it was tools and... There might be some... Of course, it would be more helpful.
So I need to grab something, I guess.
Even if the knife were to stick, it won't... 2 metal pipe.
Another pipe.
The ship may be showing it. Even if the knife were...
Okay. Mr. Q is lurking. Welcome, Q. Lurking Q. If we prod him, he will give us his cookies. Mr. Q's protecting his cookies. He'll eat him before we can. Prod Q. Oh, God. Welcome. Anything else?
Then I'll pull...
Here we go.
Oh, brilliant! Hopefully the clasp won't slip out of the box when I pull the strap.
Nice.
The pipe rolled up against the shelf. How's that supposed to work? It's worth a try.
This boy's got... Ta-da! This boy's got some skills, hasn't he? This boy's OP. He's been lurking for the past 45 years. Not 45 minutes, but it's like 45 years. That's the longest lurk ever. GG. Thanks for the GG.
That should hold.
No. That to that.
My best chance. Steady as a rock.
Nice.
Elegant. Oh, great. Okay, I'll tie him up and then get out of here before they start looking for him. And I already have an idea where I can hide.
I can't imagine that he'd just leave.
Yeah, and without saying goodbye either.
No need to be frightened, young lady.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to see you.
This is hardly the time or the place. What happened on the train?
Nothing bad. Everyone is fine.
Inch is dangerous. I warned you.
I know. That's why we're being careful. And you have a smart and handsome young thief at your side.
And humble, too.
Don't worry.
Look at this Guile Mac with the Guile Schnecker. Guile. Oh. I missed one hotspot. I think 3 achievements just appeared then. Nice. Chapter 2's done. Another word for ratsy, snogging. Yeah, owner of snog. Oh, good. There's probably loads of words. So, some of my local words as well, Trish. I haven't used that word for years. Yeah, same here. Probably some of my local slang. Probably some of SB's and yourself. Would be quite funny to use. Remember SB, you have to book it. Yes, teach me. Yeah, but our slang is just BS. All of you teach me. We need to all chat one night. Yeah, definitely. You can either do it through Discord or through PlayStation, but yeah, that should be good. Guile Macker.
Inch bothers me. He's shown what he's capable of. What if he finds out about our plan?
How would he? We're careful.
He's more ruthless than we expected. The bomb on the train. I don't want to think about it.
We need to make sure that we stay calm.
You mean that I stay calm?
I'm not worried about you. I know you.
I don't remember her at all in the main game. So we play as her name's Patricia, but I think the only other woman that we saw playing as Constable Zelna was the American lady. We never ever saw her.
Shall we go over the plan one more time?
Good idea. We know that Inch hid the first eye in the Baroness's luggage.
I'll break into her cabin and replace the eye with a fake.
Right. We'll steal the second eye in Cairo.
And Inch will be caught in the act.
It's simple.
The devil is in the detail. I have to get into the Baroness's cabin undetected, then find the secret hiding place, and I can't leave any evidence behind.
Yes. And Inch said something about a combination, so the hiding place might be locked.
One step at a time. I think I'll assess the situation first.
And I think I'll make myself comfortable for a little while.
So this is how married life will be.
Works for me.
Everything went according to plan in London?
Except for the explosion, yes. The Bobby was right on time.
Because he had a good tip-off.
I had enough time to take the eye, but unfortunately there was no time to replace it with the fake.
Where is it? A work of art. Almost as beautiful as the original.
I can't tell the difference.
Inch could. But if all goes to plan, he won't have a chance to take a closer look at the jewel until after the burglary at the Egyptian Museum.
I like how this is going, but through the other storyline, it's say we never ever saw her, and we was never had access to this room.
Will Legrand cause any trouble?
Everything's still going according to plan. That means he's clever, but not clever enough.
And the Bobby?
Peasant's cunning, nothing more. He won't be able to solve the puzzle on his own.
There's still Inch.
He doesn't suspect anything. We laid the foundation well. I've been his assistant for months already. He doesn't trust me, but he thinks he can play me for a sucker. That's enough.
So it's good to see that the Raven is going to get double-crossed by someone else. Okay, rats. I'll see you later. The Four Musketeers. Wait, did he have a tip-off? Yeah, basically, he tipped off the police, I think. I think that's what happened.
Speaking of Inch, I saw him talking to you in Venice. What was it about?
He was angry because his attack on the train failed and because I lost my ticket.
How did you get on the ship?
As a stowaway, locked in a cold, dark cargo hold.
Poor boy. I'll go out now and lead the police and master thieves around by the nose.
I can think of something else to do.
I can't.
He got wrecked. So yep, this is Patricia, I think. So.
He has the enviable talent of being able to sleep anywhere, anytime. He once fell asleep on a cable car and only woke up after he'd already gone up the mountain and back down again. We booked this cabin because it's centrally located, easy to duck in whenever we need to. Of course, the fact that it's a first-class cabin with a huge bathroom and shower had nothing to do with it. As soon as
Okay.
It happened pretty fast between us. It was magic when we first met. Birds of a feather flock together, and he can be very charming.
Snoring, nice.
I don't like wearing hats, and I have to admit that the day in London when we shopped for Patricia Mayers was a lot of fun. Normally I don't carry so many things around, but it would have been suspicious if I'd come aboard with nothing but a rucksack whilst pretending to be the daughter of a wealthy family. I got this necklace from my father. It's supposed to remind me that money isn't the most important thing in life. If all you've got is this penny, as well as family and friends, then you're a very rich girl, he said. I'll take it with me. It'll bring me luck.
Okay.
Daddy, but I don't think he... I always try to carry if my things...
You really, to get maximum points, see in the corner there's 1,000. You need to examine everything, I think.
As soon as I've...
That's it, I think. Let's go. Owned. He got wrecked. Okay. So where do I have to go? According to read to this walkthrough, they said there's a serious bug in this section. It says if after moving the cursor to the bottom right corner of the screen, if you don't have the option to leave the cabin that doesn't appear, you have to change resolution. No, seemed fine for me.
I'm sure I could help you if...
Stand aside.
If you told me what you're looking for.
You're just getting in my way. Now get out.
I'll wait at the door, madam.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Miss...
Mayers?
Can I help you?
No, I'm just having a look around the ship. Good day.
Ah, so she was the American woman we've seen.
That's close.
But she put a fake accent on. And that Inch, the real Raven, doesn't know anything about her. Ooh, the plot thickens. So I'm gonna go upstairs. I think a lot of, you know, a lot of detail went into this in the background. I think they've done a good job of this.
No idea what kind of flag this is, but the pole it's attached to could be very useful one day. It's about 80 centimeters long and looks quite stable.
Okay.
Yes, it's sturdy, but it's also too cumbersome to carry around.
Okay, so I guess we need to use that later on.
A classic. The thief enters through the ventilation shaft. Can it really be that easy? No, it can't. The cover is screwed shut. All the first-class cabins have their own ventilation. The shaft might be my best point of entry, but unfortunately, the cover is screwed shut. All the first club.
Okay, I think that's it. Because it never shown you. We're going to see why Dr. Gebhardt was lying. That's another thing that hasn't happened yet.
Two handsome sailors are standing at the table and studying a marine map. Good thing they're busy. I can have a look around without being disturbed. If someone leaves the bridge, I'll pretend. And if that doesn't work...
Okay, let's go downstairs.
Bull, curling, shuffleboard, or... This should be the entrance to the cargo hold. Not really my concern.
Okay. I like the inspectors catching the Raven wasn't the end of the game. True. Me too, because I've never played it. Makes it more interesting. Yeah, she's a guile woman. Her, yeah, she's OP. Pull it on that fake American accent. So yeah, it's good they've shown you it all completely from a different point of view. Yeah, him there, he's the real Raven.
Inch is intelligent and ruthless, a dangerous combination. He's not a brilliant planner, but he is smart and careful. He senses danger. I'm afraid he might suspect that something is wrong.
But I don't think he knows who she is, or if she's even involved at all.
I think he's frightening. You look in his face and you'd believe that he's at peace with the world and himself. But Adil told me about his moon swings. From one moment to the next, the mask falls away, and he's capable of anything. No use worrying about him. No use.
Okay. Go downstairs.
Very fine handiwork. The model maker even wrote the name of the ship on the tiny life preservers. But the winter garden at the back of the saloon is missing. And the stern deck looks different. It was obviously made before the ship was remodeled. Maybe one of the crew whiled away the long nights at sea building the model. Only someone with a lot of time and a love of the original could build such a thing.
Okay.
Several journals and magazines. Ah, this looks pretty interesting. Art and culture today. Ah, there's something about the exhibition. Unique masterpieces exhibited for the first time together in their home country. Tireless efforts of Baroness von Trebitz.
Is that masterpieces? It's masterpieces. Get good. Hey, Juliana, welcome. I'll be back in like 20 minutes. Hey, no, who's SB? And hey, Juliana, welcome. What did I tell you? Well, she's from the south. She's a southerner. Masterpieces. Oh, good. Even though there's only one R in master. Masterpieces. Yeah, how you doing, John? Trish. How you doing, Juliana? Welcome. Yeah, sorry if I'm a little bit late with the chat. It's just I have to keep alt tabbing. There's always a way. Yeah, I think I'm not going to finish yet, but because of technical difficulties, I'll probably finish in maybe 10 minutes or so, I think. Because I'm checking my laptop and it won't let me connect to the Wi-Fi, so it's been a pain in the butt.
No time for reading. No time. We briefly discussed whether we should try to steal the second eye here on the ship. The lack of escape routes and the 10-centimeter thick door to the safe settled the question. No, Legrand is an important part, but there's still a lot.
I think this is the one.
Come in.
Ja, komm in, schnell.
How can I help you, young lady?
Are you the ship's doctor?
The ship's doctor?
Yes, of course.
You see, that's what I thought, because you've got a uniform and you work in the medical center.
Well spotted, young lady. My name is Dr. Gebhardt. How can I help you?
Look at all these OP accents. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do when I finish. I'll give it 10 minutes or something, I guess. I've only rebooted it 2 days ago, but it's never ever done that before, to completely lose Wi-Fi. It's never done that. It's only been... The only issues I've ever had before in like 3 or 4 years since I've had this is internet could be like slightly intermittent. It would work, but it might be really slow or things like that. But it's never lost one completely. Lost like not having Wi-Fi. But
what are the
yeah, I'll do it in a bit.
Passengers like?
Listen, young lady, I do not really have time to chat right now. Today is my first day, and it is going differently than I had expected.
You do seem a little stressed. Maybe you should relax. Stress isn't good for you.
You're right. If there is nothing else I can help you with.
But you weren't really helpful at all. Maybe I'll come back later. Bye now.
What a weird chat. That doctor needs to get good. Yeah, I'll do that as well, Trish. I'll restart them both. Upstairs.
No use.
Bravo! Bravissimo! Fantastico!
Bravissimo!
Would it be okay
Fantastico!
for you if I get some fresh air up on deck?
Of course, my dear. Give my regards to the sea.
This whole ship, there's only about like
wonderful
6 or
concert,
7
wasn't
people
it?
on it. Such a BS.
I wouldn't have expected you to be a connoisseur of classical music.
Because I'm American?
Because you're young, and friendly, and radiant. Someone like you doesn't have to know a lot to get along well in life.
I don't know if that's a compliment or she's offending me, I don't know.
Are you easily prejudiced at your age?
In my long experience, there's often a core of truth at the center of every prejudice.
Prejudice is the reason of fools.
Was that written in the book you once read?
Oh, I've read many books. Good books.
But not my books, you mean to say?
You're a writer?
Mm-hmm. What can I do for you, Miss...
Mayors. You know, I'm not planning on throwing myself at a man.
I'm glad to hear it. You have to work. Earn your own money.
Oh, I will. My grades are excellent, and I really want to study acting in New York.
None of my books has ever been made into a good film. The stories were twisted, shortened, and simplified so that even the dimmest fellow could follow them.
I want to do theater and travel. I speak 3 languages.
That would be 3 more than most people your age can speak. Do what you have to do. But stay away from bad men.
Yeah, stay away from SB. He's a bad boy. No, Doctor was sketchy. Oh yeah, proper. He's acting kind of weird. I don't know. We might find out why, because he's the one who had the fake blood on the bed. So
Is this your first trip on the Lydia?
we'll see.
Life is too short for conversations like this. I do wish that rather delightful Swiss policeman had come along.
I heard you had an interesting trip on the train.
It was thrilling. I'm hoping for an encore. Perhaps in Cairo.
It was thrilling. The train blew up. Is that old lady like it? She must be as much as a psycho as the Raven.
Mr. Kreutzer possesses impressive technique, don't you think?
He certainly does. His numerous playmates in Austria can tell you more about it than I.
You mean Mr. Kreutzer is a womanizer?
I'm not talking about cheap skirts. I'm talking about expensive clothes. A man like him needs funds to support his lifestyle. Just go over to him, my dear. Tell the maestro that your family is wealthy. You have everything he's looking for. Money and a pretty face.
Hold your tongue. Mr. Kreutzer, Lady Westmacher, please.
Or did you have your eye on me, Mr. Kreutzer? Old, yes, but rich.
Oh.
Jezebel.
Old.
Mr. Kreutzer, Maestro.
I take it he doesn't like the old ladies then.
That's better. Freeloader.
You and Mr. Kreutzer, you seem to know each other.
Not really, but I know his type. Parasites who cling to the rich and famous and suck them dry. The young, misunderstood painter. The innovative writer who writes books that no one wants to read. The musical talent that has to be supported. The ladies and gentlemen of high society let the others use them and call themselves patrons. Another word for fool.
Didn't you finance archaeological excavations in the Near East and Egypt?
For my husband, and I was there myself. I catalogued items for him, and I didn't show him off like a trophy at cocktail parties, but my son was one of them, the worst kind. The kind that sucks not only the money, but also the life right out of a person.
May I take my leave?
You may.
Okay.
The ladies, I shouldn't talk. The lady, I shouldn't talk.
Okay. She does a good job putting an American accent on to throw people off. This
Wooden
Patricia's OP.
skeletons, just small enough to carry around unseen.
Okay, so that's that. So we got the fake jewel necklace, which is her own, and the salad tongues.
A deck chair in the sunshine on a cruise ship. I'd be a fool to miss out on that tomorrow, but I have to take care of my duties before I can relax in the sun. Ah, lovely big towel. I hope tomorrow I'll have a chance to sunbathe and enjoy the rest of the trip.
So now I've got a towel.
He's sweating profusely. Burst capillaries and a sweet odor. I hope the crew doesn't take the captain for a role model, and that they stay sober for the rest of the trip. He's sweating. I hope the...
Okay, I think that's it. There isn't actually much you can actually do on this ship because it's quite big.
A handsome man and a talented musician, but he doesn't seem very happy.
Let's have a talk to him.
Hello, Mr. Kreutzer.
Do you want to have a go at me, like the old witch in there?
I just wanted to talk to you.
Now is not the best time.
I just wanted to tell you that I really loved your music, and that Lady Westmacott did not have the right to speak to you like that.
Really? How do you know? You don't know me.
Then, did she have the right?
No, she didn't. That cynical old witch enjoys exposing the weaknesses of others, although we all have them. She as well. She lusts for recognition and acts as though it weren't so disgraceful. She rejects prizes and awards with snide remarks, but she's angry when others receive them. She needs to know that she's better than others.
She needs to get good.
You seem to know her quite well.
I've only met her once or twice, but I know her son and some of her friends. One friend of hers supported me for a long time. No one is brave enough to say it to her face, but everyone hates her.
Her or her success? You're so talented. Why aren't you performing on the world's great stages?
Fate, perhaps. Or bad luck. My parents opened every door for me and my sister and expected corresponding careers.
Over-ambitious parents who force their children to play music?
No, it wasn't like that. I loved it. I loved to play the violin. They didn't have to force me. I wanted to do it on my own. I thought I would achieve my goals if only I worked hard enough. But it was not to be.
What happened?
In a more dramatic story, I'd say that I broke my hand just before my big break, or that I was rejected because of my nationality or my name, or that I was brought down by a conspiracy. But nothing like that ever happened. I practiced like mad. Got better and better. Really good. But nothing happened. The right people never heard me. I was never in the right place at the right time. Can you imagine how it feels to always be on the cusp of a breakthrough? To be just one evening away from becoming an overnight sensation? To see how other, less talented violinists pass you by because you just aren't lucky enough?
How terrible.
For every star in the limelight, there are a dozen more that burn out unseen, fading month by month. I didn't want to be one of those people who waste their lives chasing dreams without realizing that they're unattainable. If I couldn't have the life that I always dreamt of, and that my family expected from me, then at least I could have the next best life.
The next best life?
Mansions, limousines, parties. Everything you could wish for. Though none of it belongs to me.
The lady called you a freeloader.
An ugly word, but maybe not so far from the truth. I move with the rich and famous, and at first glance, I live exactly the life my father always wished for me. A carefree life, easygoing. And I play the violin, which I always loved to do.
But it's not really like that.
It's empty. My life is just a shell. A show, and everyone knows it. I loved something once, and I burned for it. But now, The violin is just an accessory for practicing my real profession.
And your family?
How could I ever look them in the eyes? A failed violinist who gave up.
What does the future hold for you?
Isn't it obvious? My hands are starting to shake from alcohol. What will be left once I lose my good looks? I'll have nothing then. And so I'll put an end to it all.
You can't say things like that.
It's good that we actually see this
With
cutscene.
my father's pistol. I always have it with
So
me.
we don't really know much about this guy.
It's gone! Fate won't even grant me a quick death.
Don't you think you can still make it?
No. It's too late now. The real question is, did I give up too quickly back then?
I don't know.
Thank you for listening.
Goodbye, Mr. Kreutzer.
That was quite an interesting chat because, say, we don't really know nothing like him, and he's always like really shifty. Oh la la! Oh, she's a sunbathing woman. Yeah, correct. Because she's actually English, and she obviously puts the accent on. So yeah, I'm out, guys. I think I'll probably save it here, and I'll investigate my internet issues. Well, Wi-Fi issues. So weird how the Wi-Fi doesn't work, but the internet does. Well, the wired connection works. So weird, but yeah. Thanks for bye, matey. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and yeah, I'll probably continue this Thursday. GG. Thanks, Trish. Who's lurking? Juliana's here. SB's lurking. Q's lurking. So yeah, be a good boy. Yeah, I'll be a good boy. You be a good girl. GURL. And yeah, good night and good night. Catch you later.